Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Coupe Champagne 2K. Am I wrong for not wanting to accommodate my sister's boyfriend? So, my sister is a serial dater. Just barely got out of a relationship and has been seeing a new guy for 2 weeks. I only found out about him 2 days ago, and she told me that she would be visiting this entire weekend. I told her that I feel a bit uncomfortable with having a stranger that I haven't even met stay over, especially for a weekend, and that I feel like they're moving too fast, and this guy just might be with her for convenience. She got offended and said that I'm being extremely judgmental and should just be nice and accommodate this person. I shared my concerns, which are mostly safety, because of the fact that it's just us and my little nephew. We have a DV incident before with her ex, and it traumatized me a bit and made me extra cautious. I'm the younger sister, but I'm usually the one that'll have to protect us if something goes wrong. I also basically said that I've lost faith in her choice of partners, and don't want to introduce my nephew to another male figure so soon. If the person isn't going to stay around because it's unhealthy, she was offended because I'm implying that she's not a good mother. And then we also fought because I said, no, she's no longer in her early 20s, she's entering her 30s, and needs to take some time when choosing a partner, and make better choices. I also said I wish she focused on herself and her kids instead of always chasing relationships. I also mentioned that I'm 21 and I feel like I'm raising my nephew because she's constantly going out, then I have to babysit. I obviously do it because I care about him and I want him to have a present parental figure. She's peed off at me and probably won't be speaking terms for a while. I believe she's still coming over. Am I wrong? Should I put my feelings aside and just accommodate the guy? No, you're not in the wrong. If you don't want some strange guy in your house, then don't let him in your house. Especially because you're both women and that's a dude. He could do things, you know what I mean? This is a stranger. Plus, putting that aside, what if he likes to steal? What if he has sticky fingers? Or what if he's casing the joint to come back later and rob you because he knows you got some stuff? Plus, just because she's dating him doesn't mean you should accommodate him, putting all that stranger stuff aside. And like you said, she's a serial dater, so why should you even bother getting to know this guy? Maybe after they've been together for a while, then, you could start taking it seriously. But no, B, no, you're not in the wrong. If she shows up with that guy, you close your door and do not let him in. Let her figure that out. It sucks that people bring trouble to your doorstep just because you know them, if you know what I mean. Like, we've had a situation like that where we were friends with someone and she brought her boyfriend over, and that guy looked shady as hell. I was up a couple nights making sure he wasn't trying to come back to the house and try to do something, you know what I mean? But OP, no, you were not in the wrong. And our next one comes from Clean Pomelo 5158. Am I wrong for turning over a patient's name to the police and possibly losing my job? I work in an emergency room. We had an older 44-year-old male patient sat across from a 15-year-old girl, where they were both able to see each other from their beds. The man started making sexual comments to her and trying to walk up to her bed. Oh. We approached him and told him to get back to his bed. He accused us of C-blocking him. C-blocking him from a little girl? The doctors fast-tracked him after that, gave him an ibuprofen prescription, and we walked him out of the front door. Well, good on you guys for getting him out of there. I got a vibe off of him, telling me he'd be the person before. I was a correctional officer in the past and could pick up on cues. I looked him up and he had been charged with SA on a minor 4 times in the past. Oh. I was disgusted, but he was gone by that point, and I just filed it away in my head. The next day I was off and saw a news article that said 16-year-old girl is missing. She was last seen at XYZ, my hospital, at 4 p.m. An hour after he had left, alarm bells went off in my head, and I called the police. I gave them his name and what I had saw. They ended up searching his house. They didn't find her, but they found CP. He was arrested. The girl was later found and had just run away. The guy is now threatening from jail to sue the hospital and has an attorney for me violating his HIPAA rights by me giving the police his name. I got pulled into a meeting and informed that I might be fired over this. I was told that I should have known it was a HIPAA issue. I don't think so. You didn't give them his medical history. You just gave him a name because you saw him acting like a creep. That has nothing to do with medical anything. I was basically made to feel like the bad guy, and clearly in the wrong the entire meeting. I don't feel bad about calling the police. I just should have used Crime Stoppers. I would do it again if I had received the same information and thought the kid's life might be in danger. I feel like there's clearly a moral exceptions to privacy. He was acting like that within an hour of a girl going missing at the same location. I didn't believe that it was just a coincidence at the time. Am I wrong? Looking down the comments, MTN Drums says, discussing medical issues with HIPAA would be a HIPAA violation. Telling the cops that you had known a known SA offender around a girl who was missing is not. If they decide to sue, it'll be laughed at a court while the dude's rotting in jail. ETA. If you do get fired, you've got a legit lawsuit against the hospital. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like the hospital got scared and now they're trying to use you as the scapegoat. But this won't stand up. You didn't violate HIPAA. You didn't say anything about this dude's medical anything. You just told him what he was doing around the child, and a child went missing. And it sounds like you got a terrible person, in jail, which is good. So no, OP, you are not in the wrong. And our final one comes from Fried Chicken Lover. Am I wrong for wanting my 35-year-old, turning 36-year-old mother to not be with us anymore? My mom has kidney disease that is caused by her immune system attacking her kidney. She just got diagnosed last year, late July in 2023, when she got her diagnosis. The doctor already told her she had 3 to 5 years to live since her condition is bad. The doctor said that her health would deteriorate, and one by one, her organs would start having problems and eventually fail. It has been hard for us ever since my mom got diagnosed with kidney disease. Since my mom is a single mother and my older brother, 17-year-old, and I, 15-year-old female, are still in school and can't work. Ever since the start of 2024, my mom's health has been rapidly declining. What the doctor warned us about is happening. At first it was just her lungs, now it's her heart, and she's starting to have problems with her liver. We are always in and out of the hospital, not including her dialysis sessions 3 times a week. It's getting expensive, and we're not sure if we would still have the finances to pay if she needs to go to the hospital again. Lately, she started having extreme difficulty with her breathing. Because of this, she can't sleep properly and would always be extremely tired because of the effort she puts into her breathing. It's starting to frustrate me because it's not something I can do to make her feel better. This is also stressing her heart, and now she has heart problems. I would love for my mom to live longer and would be with me throughout, and me and my brother's lives, but seeing her struggling, crying, and getting stressed out is what I don't want for her to be. Am I wrong for thinking and wishing this? I feel guilty, and I feel like it's kind of morbid for me to think this way, but I can't just help but think it. It's always in the back of my mind when I see my mom struggling. Okay, OP. The title made it seem a lot worse than it is. I don't see this as, oh, I wish you would just hurry up and be done already. I don't see it as that. I see it as you're watching your mother, someone you love, in pain and suffering, and watching her basically slowly ceasing to be. And I think this is more of, you just don't want to see someone you love in pain, and you want them to be out of pain already. That's the way I think I'd put it. So I don't see this as some kind of evil, ill-intentioned thing. This is just, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see someone they love in pain. It's a lot easier for you to suffer than watch someone you care about suffer. So no, P, you're not in the wrong. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps you get more videos like this. Velvet out.